Hi, how you doing? That's the greetings out of the way. So last episode, I built up this decoration, this iron farm build. That definitely took long enough. And then I kind of turned my attention towards the sugarcane farm. I was thinking I wanted to build this one next, but there's a lot of smooth sandstone and glass that goes into that. So I was thinking maybe I should build a super smelter. And I laid out a good spot for it here. So then I needed 7 stacks of hoppers. And while I do have plenty of iron, I need more wood. So now to do that, I need a tree farm. And there's a bunch of other things I'm going to need. Like I need a bunch of quartz to do the base of the library slash villager trading hall thing. Whatever I feel like calling it at the time. So a gold farm would be best. So then I got that. So that'd be a gold farm and a piglin trading farm. Whew, it's just one thing after another. You need all the things to make all the things. So, oh yes. And one of the first things I'm going to need to go ahead and get the grind out of the way, which we're going to start with the tree farm, but I have to gather up some resources. And in the meantime, I'm going to set up a little turtle breeding ground over here and get 9 stacks of turtle eggs, because that's what we're going to need for the gold farm. So I'll see you on the other side of some resource gathering. Okay, so let me show you what I've done. I took down a couple layers here because I think I want to do a little landscaping to make this look nice. I haven't planned out any landscaping, so this is just going to be kind of see how it goes. I've done the same thing over here. On the side, this was just going to go straight down and connect here and then be grass or, like some kind of landscape in between here. I thought about putting a path here. I kind of like it, and that should be stone. I'll grab that smooth stone down there in just a second. But yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this path here or not, but I do like it. And this is going to be the first building that's not going to have a... It's over here. I'm going to have one of these staircases leading up to it. This is the first time I've done this. And I also want to put a curve coming off of this, I guess we'd call it a foundation block for our path. And this is where the tree farm will sit. The basic, I'm just going to use all birch tree farm. I suppose we'll just head on into building this tree farm. And the stone brick is just a placeholder for where the building will be. I have no plans for a building. I haven't built it in creative or anything. So that looks like it's really close, but I know it's not. That line right there. Anyway, so this is just an outline, and we'll plop this thing in here, and I'll bring it back in. I believe everything is done. Well, I don't believe. I know. I have checked it several times, because we're going to put in the TnT together and hopefully not blow everything up. So that should be exciting. So let's go right here. I turned down the block noises because the that over there makes a lot of noise when you turn it on. That is really, really quiet. Let's get rid of that. Now, I have to set this up right or it will blow everything up. So, let me take that I don't know why, but that actually scared. I thought I did something wrong. I did do wrong. I fell off the side. But what we have to do, what I have to do to not mess this up is I need to push this powered block because this has a detector rail underneath that minecart. So this block is powered. You have to push that into the TNT. Otherwise, it blows up. TNT. I can put this back. Oh my goodness. Wait. Ah, I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. It's okay. Everything is perfect. Nothing is wrong. Oh, I'll put this back. Is that in the right spot? Yes, it is. Okay. Actually, let's go ahead and turn back up because it will explode. Woo! Now, if I did that while this was hooked up, it would have sent down a signal, opened this trapdoor, and it would have blew all that up. So, this is now done. I am definitely nervous. I can turn that on. Drop in a tree, and hope this thing doesn't blow up. Oh! That's great. And that block being there doesn't matter. That can happen. Oh, look, and I got more saplings. Got to get it lined up just right on there. Look at that. So it's actually working. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I was about to say what happened, but it was just waiting for the tree. First try, no mess ups. Awesome. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. I kept a little timer running. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff in there. So we can see. Ooh. So 30 minutes, 9 stacks of chests. That's 9 stacks of hoppers. Like, see, I've been chopping down dark oak and spruce manually, and this, I got so many poppies and whatnot. So, this is what I've got in bulk storage, but look at that. That's fantastic. So it seems my suspicions were actually true. This thing is completely full, as are these hoppers and this chest. This was, well, technically it was probably a little bit less than an hour AFK. I let this run. I took off everything and let it run because I just wanted to be sure not to get attacked by phantoms. And if I did, I wouldn't lose anything except some saplings. So this cannot keep up. I don't know how fast this clock is, like what the hertz rate is, but it's moving at a good tick, but it's just not. And I don't have a way to get out of here now that I think about it. Ew. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to think up something else to distribute those items, like either get them into the storage system, or I'm gonna fall in a hole, or I'm gonna have to just make kind of a bulk storage underneath. You know, this turned out to be simpler than I even thought. The only thing I did was, instead of pointing this hopper over here, excuse me, instead of removing this hopper that pointed into that dropper over there, I just turned this one straight and stuck another dropper there. And this observer will, through quasi connectivity, will power this. See? And the better part is that this is logs and this is sticks. There's always going to be more logs than sticks. So that's it. And then I just widened the thing, and that looks a little janky down there with that, but I mean, it's no big deal. And that's it. That's completely it. So, oh, and I made a redstone box with all the stuff that I normally use for redstone. So I have a little redstone box in my thing, because doing this, I could have used the redstone box. So that'll be nice to have as well. Yeah, I got enough gold. Oh, look at that. So I can do all three of my other tools. Yeah. Reevaluate your life choices. I tell you, I know I've said it enough already that I love this tree farm, but I love this tree farm. But now that I've used it a little bit, I have added a little extra stuff to it. Added a little walkway. I turned the filter hoppers around and put another chest back here for bone meal. So I've got 2 chests and a couple hoppers worth. This hopper's full of bone meal, so an extra hopper and chest worth. I added, well, you saw me do this. I added this second dropper here, and I added this netherrack for maybe a building, like the height of a building I might do. I'm not sure. And I've extended the walkway here a little bit. I'm thinking this might be, that was loud, this might be where I take it, you know. I put some glowstone down because right here on these blocks, they're not Mushroom Island, they're Cold Ocean, then it turns back into Mushroom Field. So I've done that, done a little bit of terraforming, and I've took down some more blocks. Forgot what they were called. And up north here, where I was chopping down trees, which made me build this, I found a couple sheep. Where they? There they are. And oh yeah, and I filled in all of this around most of the base. Okay, I didn't fill it in. I lied a little bit. I did the outline. So that's all Mushroom Island. And nothing spawns out there. And I had to get rid of the turtles. They were just sitting over here doing nothing, you know, causing lag. So what I think I want to do next is get these 2 sheep into the base here, like underneath here where I have the thing, whatever it's called. Let's break this out. Ooh, hello. Under here, back here. Let's take this out, it'll be easier. I think I want to put one here and one here in a little automatic wool farm, because I'm gonna need gray carpet. So I either need a spider farm, which there is a spider spawner way over that way. Well, it's not way over that way, it's actually right I know where it's at. It's over here. It's right along this edge right here underground. But I don't really think I want to make a spider farm because I'd rather them just die through entity cramming or something. And they can climb up walls and make a big mess. So I think having 2 sheep in here constantly producing wool, because they actually put out quite a lot. I think that's what I want to do next. I think that's going to be our next little easy project. So I need to rip this out. I might be able to leave that shroom light here and get the materials needed to put them in here. So this is just going to be my tiny contraptions room. I mean, I could make a building for little tiny contraptions. That, that's actually a really good idea. Do I want to do that? Because I've got 2 buildings that don't have anything in them. They're just decorative. I've built them in a creative world. And one would sit right here and the other would sit over here. Well, I'm making more work for myself. I think I want to do that. So we could take all that stuff down here. Oopsie. We could take this stuff down here, like leave all this. But this back here, like the little bone meal thing and then the concrete converter, we could move that over there. Maybe we could leave the concrete here and make another one over there. Yeah, it'd be like a building for small contraptions. Yeah, okay. All right then. Well, I'll put this stuff back. So put that back and put that back. And now I've got to do a lot of prep work. So I will see you when I have that stuff ready. Let me go ahead. No, I'm not going to. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tear any of this stuff out down here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start on that. Get that stuff ready, and let's do that. Okay, be back in a flash. And after that short break, everything's all ready, and I've got the layout all planned. Well, just put into place. That's where it's going to be. It's actually going to be really close to the height of the iron farm. So this is going to be pretty tall, but the bottom, the base isn't going to be that big. Whole bunch of cyan terracotta, a little bit of gray concrete, some stripped spruce logs. This is just here for storage. Some light blocks, stone. This is actually the second building. The second building I made before I even started this series. I took inspiration from Exuma Void's Tower Bay in season 6 of Hermitcraft, and he took inspiration from Scar's skyscrapers, called Scar Scrapers. So, the inspiration just trickled on down, and I kept making more buildings, and that's what kind of brought about this series and me wanting to start over a new world anyway. But let's get these materials and slap them on here. look at that. This building is done. That didn't take too long. Since it was that's definitely the smallest building I've made here. Yeah, it looks nice too. I like how, I mean, I wouldn't call it plain, but you know, it's kind of plain. It's just kind of nice because all the rest of these buildings, like even, I know this is a little bit of an exaggeration. I needed the extra room in here so the golems wouldn't spawn anywhere. But you see how big this building is and you see what's in here. how huge this building is. And once I build the melon pumpkin farm one, that one's going to be pretty huge too. But I'm very happy with how this turned out. It's a good spot to view it from over here. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the things on the front. Well, there we go. Go away, cow. Why are they always in the way? Yeah, I got to put those on there for the light. Let me do that. And I have an idea for how I want to connect this because this is a long way from the path. So I'll put these on here and then we can connect the path, or try to. I think I've got the path pretty much roughly laid out. Well, I didn't show you this part yet. I just brought it down a few steps where I was missing those fence gates. I was thinking about putting like a little, I don't even know what you'd call it, like a little buffer on the side. I'm not sure about that, but I think this is where I want this to be. And I might even bring this down to go this way, I think. Or maybe it'll come over and go back and then go that way, kind of over the water. And I'm gonna have to get those sheep in. That's what this was all about. It's been a few hours collecting materials and doing stuff. So yeah, this was about putting the sheep in here and maybe putting some tiny contraptions. Ooh, by the way, now that I've been so focused on building and not even while I'm making the building, there is a lot of room under here. If I dig this out, and of course there's going to be some kind of foundation. Let's put those blocks back before I forget. There will be a, I don't know how I'm going to carry it down, but I will. That has had zero planning. None whatsoever. Carrying this down, I think I might want it to have an industrial kind of look. I was also thinking about starting some beautification of the more concrete areas. And I don't mean concrete block. I mean, you know, concrete as in this curve's not going to change. This path isn't going to change. You know, this square rectangle isn't going to change. You know, that's where it's going to stay. There's too much infrastructure in place. I'm not moving it. So I don't know how much time I have left for this episode. We might do just a little bit, like kind of a test. Put some grass in here. Like I think I'd like to do some kind of construction site, industrial working zone. What would you call it? I don't even know what you call it. Like, you know, little pieces of world building stuff that ties the story of this place together. And I've barely got a grasp on the buildings. I really haven't practiced doing landscaping and all that stuff. So I'm taking a big jump in the water here. And I'm talking way too much, but that's okay. Ah, I love the way this looks. So I think I'll finish up this little bit of path here. Well, it's just these few blocks, really. Okay, that's done. That's it. I I'm gonna take this down because I have no idea. I don't even remember what I was thinking. Not a clue. But yeah, then maybe we can head over there and do a tiny bit of terraforming to kind of finish off the episode. Where'd my rockets go? So what I had to first do, of course, was clear out some land and try and figure out just a shape, which was really weird landscaping for me. So I had to fill a lot of stuff in so I could try and carve it out. Like I tried kind of making a wireframe out of it, and that worked fine when it was just one level, but when it was, you know, getting 2-3 levels deep, I had to just place blocks and kind of carve it out. And then I figured I wanted to add in kind of a pool with some fish. So instead of using sand, I used sandstone so it wouldn't fall if I ever dug underneath it. And add in a little texture variation with the sandstone stairs and slabs. And then I had to fill it all in with water. I think I'm going to try and put some kind of decorative items there later, but not in this episode. But I think it turned out okay. I think I'm happy with it for the moment. I might tweak the grass a little bit more. I don't want it to look like completely overgrown, but just like there's a little bit of life, you know, but not overgrown. And might put a button over here for like a small rock. That would probably look nice. But anyway, that is definitely all the time I've got for this episode. I really appreciate you hanging out with me for this little bit of time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.